I've had the opportunity to come to this conference for several years now, and it's been really interesting each year as it's grown. Looking out at you this morning, you all look great, by the way. You know, I think the thing about these blockchain conferences is the energy that you can feel. And I think it's useful to remember that we are all here because we do believe in the promise of blockchain. But if that's true, I've got a question for you this morning. Why are we not seeing greater, faster enterprise adoption? Here's what the data says. Gartner just published a study over 3,000 CIOs reporting in that just 1% of them have any kind of real adoption within their organization of blockchain. Why is that? Well, we have a little secret, don't we? Blockchain is hard. And getting a group of organizations, forming a consortium, getting that consortium online on a blockchain is really hard. Let's briefly look at 3 reasons why, and then let's talk about how we can go farther and faster together. Imagine you set out on a POC, you've got an innovative idea that could be powered by blockchain. So you want to test out your use case. You look around, you come across what's referred to as a blockchain as a service. It has scripts and templates, it helps you stand up a sandbox, but that only gets you so far. Because this is all so new, it's moving so fast, you've got many unanswered questions. You've just hit the first major challenge, the technology learning curve. We're familiar with this one, right? Distributed networks, smart contracts, consensus, new programming languages, new frameworks, heavy cryptography, on and on. After lots of experimenting, let's assume you get over that hurdle and you move on. The business leaders love the prototype, and the race is on to pilot. Real transactions, real data on a limited scale. Well, you soon realize that this shared network is unlike any of your existing systems. Because of their shared ownership, there also must be shared administration of the network. And what's more, no one's in complete control. Think about it. All parties agreeing to live by a single copy of the business logic, with a single record of the transactions. You've now discovered the next major challenge. We call it shared IT. Think about something as simple as deploying a new version of a smart contract. You know how to do change management within your own enterprise, but how do you do that across the distributed network? What sort of things do you need? You need policies, you need checkpoints, workflow, voting, governance, ideally automatically enacted and enforced on the blockchain itself. You need shared IT. Well, by now you're probably months behind schedule. You spent a lot of time cobbling together missing tools and workflows. And while many projects are stalling, as we saw earlier, let's say you're lucky and get the green light to go to production. Now your third and hardest challenge, to marry these new technologies and processes with your legacy back-end systems. Run it all securely, reliably, and at scale, requires a hardening and scaling learning curve. How do you go from 5 organizations to 50 or 500, where the economic payoff for the project was in the first place? How do you ensure enterprise-grade characteristics, all compliant with your industry regulations? One day, you wake up and realize that 4-week POC has turned into a multi-year, multi-million-dollar project. And those thousands of lines of custom code that you wrote along the way are already obsolete because the tech is evolving so quickly underneath you. And that was the happy path. No wonder so many projects are struggling. At Consensus, we are challenging that this is as good as it gets. We believe in blockchain's promise. However, we recognize that society won't truly benefit until enterprises get to real adoption. So let's look at how we do that. Well, we need to radically simplify the entire journey, all three challenges solved in a single solution. We need a new generation of blockchain service, way beyond the scripts and templates of today. It's interesting to note that if you look across IT, we do have models. We know how to solve these problems. For example, look at what Salesforce did for CRMs. We need to bring that level of simplicity to blockchain. Proven deployments, less risk, increased velocity, dramatically lower total costs of ownership. In short, we need to bring a new economic equation to your blockchain projects. Introducing Kaleido, the blockchain business cloud, an all-in-one platform for creation and operation of private chains, made radically simple with enterprise in its DNA. For the first time, the enterprise community can adopt blockchain through a simple SaaS model. What Salesforce did for CRMs, Calyado is doing for blockchain. We built it from scratch, focusing on the enduring problems in this space to take you all the way from concept to consortium. Let me show you a bit of Calyado in action. We can see how standing up a network can occur in just a few seconds. With Calyado, business networks are called consortiums, and a consortium is defined by its charter. Standing up environments is incredibly streamlined. In an industry first, Calyado makes protocol, consensus algorithm choice, click button simple on a single screen. Environments come up almost instantly and are deployed according to a hardened configuration. There are also a number of additional integrated tools and services, such as a private Ether pool, available for projects that are focusing on token economy use cases, a system monitor tracking the health status of the network and nodes in real time, our Ledger API, providing access to activity and statistics pre-indexed in the side store for efficient analytics, and Scope, our blockchain explorer, offering a deeper level of insight than others available today. It gives the ability to view and search live historical details, including blocks, transactions, contracts, even including Quorum's private transactions. And transactions are linked to smart contracts. Scope can even verify contract authenticity. What's more, Calyado is built with shared IT at its core. The member onboarding challenge is tackled in just a few simple steps. Adding new members is streamlined through an email invitation process. Organizations own and operate their own nodes to ensure the diversity and integrity of consensus. And organizations collectively control changes to the network according to multi-party policy. Integrating with existing systems is a classic challenge. And on your own, it can become a costly and complex afterthought. So we've built Kaleido Connect to help address the integration challenge right out of the box. From securing network connections, to plugging in existing monitoring and DevOps, to hydrating a data lake, to securing the application layer. It's easier to integrate your blockchain on Calyado. This is a blockchain business cloud, so enterprise is in its DNA. In our tenancy model, all networks are completely isolated, and ingress to nodes within a network is unique and isolated per member. Storage is encrypted and dedicated. Networks are automatically distributed across availability zones in a region. We've built for elastic scale, resiliency, hardened security, optimized performance. Running your network on Calyado means the whole group operates at the same stringent levels of security and robustness, so there is no weak link. Now, this one's really exciting and significant. Public and private blockchains have been evolving largely independently over the last couple years. We knew a next-generation platform must focus on convergence between the two. That's why Kaleido is the first platform that gives you the option to anchor your private chain to the main net and indelibly store your hash state on the public blockchain. And with Kaleido Sentry, we're working to complete the feedback loop and put policy in your hands to detect and act on anomalous behavior within your private network. True to our mission, we've also made turning on mainnet tethering click button simple. With this feature, you can enhance the trustworthiness of your private chain by augmenting it with an irrefutable audit trail out on the public blockchain. We're very excited to see what you do with this innovative feature. I'm also happy to say that Calyado is already live. We've quietly been running this platform for months with early customers running on it. And we're already seeing its impact in helping consortiums move with greater speed and efficiency